Have you ever heard the phrase, too much of a good thing, too much money, too much friends, too much bacon? I mean, it makes no sense to me. But if there is one SUV on the market today that's pushing the border of too much technology, it is going to be the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe. And today we're about to break them down package by package by package. Let's go. What is up, guys? It's the Guy, your car guy, and today we are talking 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe, and we are specifically focusing in on the SEL packages because, as is tradition, I do not just start at the package level 1. We go ahead, step up to the step number 2, which is the SEL. Now, to answer the biggest question I've been getting on my Santa Fe videos, yes, they are for sale right now, at least in my location. So if you live in Orlando and are interested in this or any other Hyundai model, go ahead and click that first link in the description below that says schedule with Miguel. That way I can guarantee that once you get here, you'll be getting me, so that way we can go ahead and have some fun. But if you can't buy a car from me, no worries, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. That way you and I can keep on growing this channel big and strong. And leave me a few comments, what else would you like to see on this? But without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the Santa Fe SEL. Now, starting with the aesthetics, I think the designers hit it out of the park. They took the best parts of the outgoing generation and went ahead and improved them. I am also a huge fan of this little trim piece right down here. This little brushed aluminum look of the car really does make it look a little bit more aggressive because it does, like I said before in a previous video, makes it look like a little tusk. And I don't know why, but I quite like that. And again, being that it is a Hyundai, you do have the family cascading grille, big, chrome, and bold, letting you know that it is proud to be a Hyundai. And with the daytime run lights, they went ahead and improved it, making it look a lot more connected, going from the top all the way down to the headlight assembly, so that way it could look that much nicer. Now, you're probably saying, it's all show, what about the go? Well, I am glad you asked, because in the 2021 generation, you do have the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, giving you 25 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway. And yes, it is still a gasoline direct injection engine, giving you the best performance without having to sacrifice on the miles per gallon. And if you're ever wondering what this little smart stream means, that is Hyundai's own design. Yes, Hyundai is trying to rid themselves of being reliant on suppliers. They make their own engines now. How about that? And the other half of the powertrain component is the Santa Fe's 8-speed automatic transmission. That way you could be going at a faster speed and the engine doesn't have to rev as high, again, maximizing your miles per gallon. And where the rubber meets the road, you will be delighted to see these 18-inch alloy wheels with this textured look on them. Where most other manufacturers are trying to put you hubcaps on their car, the Hyundai designers are trying to make the Santa Fe look as nice as possible. It's called style, baby. Santa Fe got it. Now, looking at the car from the side and moving all the way around back, you could see that this brushed aluminum trim pieces are all around the car, tying the style together, no matter the angle you happen to be looking at it from. And when you go ahead and pop open that tailgate with the seats up, you're getting 36 cubic feet of cargo room. But if you need to go ahead and move a few bigger things, you can go ahead and throw those seats down and get a 72 cubic feet amount of room, so that we can go ahead, toss all but the biggest items from home in the back. So unless you have one of those Narnia cabinets, pretty much anything else will fit in the back of the Santa Fe. But wait, there is more, and I'm talking about room, because when you go ahead and open the floor storage, you can see that right by the door, there's a little thin area that can go ahead and house your cargo cover, first aid kit, jack, and all that stuff. But if you go to the other larger underfloor storage compartment, you could fit darn near anything in that little area. So if your friends see this video and find out you have a Santa Fe, they might be calling you up to help them move. Now, opening the doors to the back, you can see all the room that your rear passengers will be able to take advantage of and ride with you in style. One of the most spacious cabins in its class. And in case you live in a hot state like I do, you can go ahead and get your own air conditioning vent, because you do have air conditioning vents in the second row of your Santa Fe. And do not worry, if you're charging your phone and you need an extra plug, you actually have 2 USB charging ports in the back. That is cool. I think that's enough general stuff. Let me go ahead and dive into specifics. What makes an SEL an SEL? Well, first off, the SEL is the first level of Santa Fe to bring the intelligent key with remote start on it. So all you have to do is lock up the car, hold the button that says hold, and then your car is gonna go ahead and start straight up. Now, second thing, you put the intelligent key in your pocket and your purse. There's a little button right here on the handle. So with the key on you, all you have to do is go ahead, push the button, unlocks the door, you open it, and then take a peek at the inside of your Santa Fe. Now, just like the back seats that's comfy, the front seat is actually very, very comfy. And another difference with the SEL is that it's the first level to go ahead and bring the electric driver's seat. So if you live in a household that has several drivers driving the same car, you can set it to your comfort level. They can set it to their comfort level without having to go ahead and do that little dog's butt across the carpet thing that you have to do in a manual seat, which makes life so much easy and elegant as compared to the other way. Another cool thing is that you also do have blind spots. So if someone's next to you, the little lights right here go ahead and light up to let you know that somebody is in the side next to you. And just like we've talked on several videos, if you have blind spot, you also do have rear cross detection. What that means is that if you're ever reversing out of a parking lot and you cannot see behind you, if the car senses another vehicle approaching you, it'll let you know, so that way you can hopefully avoid running into them or them running into you. And my favorite part is that the Santa Fe SEL is also the first one to bring safe exit assist. What Safe Exit Assist does is prevents the back doors from opening. And let me tell you why that is very important. Let's say you're parked on the side of the road and traffic is coming by. If somebody in the back decides to open the door and traffic is actually next to you, guess what? Traffic might actually hit your door and take it off, or worse. Safe Exit Assist allows the door to be locked until that traffic passes, so that way they can open the door, get out of the car much more safe. And that is why Safe Exit Assist is so darn important, especially in this day and age. And one of the coolest, techiest things about the SEL is that it comes with Hyundai's BlueLink subscription service free for 3 full years. It's kind of like Hyundai's version of OnStar, but taken to a totally new level. Let's say you're at the mall and you forgot, did I lock the Santa Fe? Come right down here to vehicle status and see the status of your vehicle. If it's unlocked, just come over here to the remote functions and then go ahead and lock your car without having to leave the comfort of the food court, which is really smart. Now let's say you left the mall and you're wondering, where exactly did I park it? Come down here to Car Finder and it'll pull up a map of where you are and where the car is. That way you could walk in the direction and find exactly where you left it. Oh, and did I mention it is free for 3 years? Yeah. How much better can it get? Now, you can't please everybody, but I haven't heard a single person complain about having this next feature. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's even better than that, because now in the Santa Fe's SE, SEL, and SEL convenience, there is now wireless. So you don't need a cable anymore. Just go ahead, connect your phone, and projected onto the touchscreen will be your navigation maps. That is absolutely phenomenal and a real big step up, because BMW had wireless Apple CarPlay, but it was like a subscription service unless you pay like 300 bucks. This is free with the Hyundai. So that is next level stuff, and you're getting it with Hyundai. Now, working your way down from that beautiful touchscreen, you do see the new dash of the Santa Fe. It is very reminiscent of the Palisade, and something that is tremendously, tremendously lovely, especially not only from a looks, but a practicality point of view, because being that you do have the shift by wire now, you just go ahead, push the corresponding button if you want to go into drive, reverse, neutral, or park. You have a whole bunch of space now underneath the center console for you to put whatever you like. iPad, purses, doesn't matter. Go ahead, put whatever you want in there for extra storage. Now, if you look right underneath the drive mode knob in the Santa Fe, you also do see another difference with the SEL, because it is the first level to go ahead and bring the warming seats, which, if you have a bad lower back or it's just chilly outside, is magic when you go ahead and activate it. And trust me, it doesn't take long to work. And keeping with the whole theme of the future, when you go ahead and open up this little cubby hole, you will see an extra cup holder and another USB charging port, so that way you can go ahead and connect your phone, or have the person next to you connect their phone. But if your phone is capable of charging wirelessly, you do have a wireless charging pad in your car in the Santa Fe SEL. All you have to do is slide your phone into this little cutout, and then voila, it will start charging without having to need a wire. So again, the 21 Santa Fe is absolutely techie and bordering on that maybe too techie, but like I said, I don't really believe there's too much of good tech. I hope you were paying attention, and if you're still watching the video, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that we can get the freshest content when I go ahead and post it. And keep in mind, that is just a regular SEL. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the SEL with the convenience package. Let's go. And that, everybody, is the 2021 Santa Fe SEL with the convenience package, and it brings a whole host of upgrades that go far and beyond the SEL that I just showed you. And if you know where to look, you can tell that it is a little bit different. First and foremost, if you go ahead and look at the side turn signal mirrors, you will see that now there's a signal on the mirrors, like I said. So if someone is next to you, hopefully they can see that you're about to change lanes without them accidentally walking in front of you. Another great thing about the SEL is that it's the first level to go ahead and bring the electric liftgate. And of course, being that you do have an electric liftgate that can open and close by itself, my favorite part is something called smart liftgate, because as long as you have the smart key on your person and you activate it in the cluster, all you have to do is get within 3 feet of the rear bumper. You don't have to kick or anything, you just stand here and it opens up. No dancing required for the Santa Fe SEL with the convenience package. And still standing here at the back, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the LED taillights that you'll find on the convenience package, because they will last a lot longer and shine a lot brighter as compared to standard incandescent bulbs that you find on basically any other SUV out there. Just take a moment, appreciate the detail. Now, remember in the regular SEL, you had to push a button to get inside the car with the smart key on you? Well, guess what? In the convenience package, there is no button to push. All you have to do is come over here with the key on you, grab the handle, it unlocks, and then you're able to sit yourself inside a Santa Fe without having to feel around for a button. The entire handle is the button now, and that is exactly what you deserve and what you'll be getting in the SEL convenience. Now, here's something cool about the SEL. Even in the regular SEL, the back tints on the windows are actually not tints. The glass is actually darker. So let's say you're going on a long road trip and you're having a little too much sun get through those darkened windows. Well, if you get the convenience package and are sitting in the back, you also do have these little side window sunshades. All you got to do is hang it up there, and you get that much more shade and that much more comfort on your long distance road trips. How cool is that? And since we're still in the back, of course, here's another thing that you get with the convenience package, and it's actually this little assembly right here. What those are the ultrasonic sensors. So if you ever lock the car and somebody is in the car and they start to move, the car will go ahead and send alert to your phone, and it's going to start blasting that horn to let you know, hey, somebody's inside the car. Go handle that, because of course Hyundai wants everybody, no matter how big or how small, to be as safe as possible. So that is another great feature, and why the Santa Fe is such an amazing car, especially for a family. Now, something that I like, and you're going to like too, on the SEL with the convenience package, is that if you look at the steering wheel, you will now notice that it is wrapped in leather. So when you go ahead and put your hand right on it, you will feel a little bit more upscale than what you would have coming from the regular SEL up into the convenience. But my favorite part is that the convenience is the first level to bring the digital cluster, meaning that if you decide to link your cluster with your drive mode knob, you can go ahead and circle through the different drive modes and the entire cluster will change. Or you can go ahead and select the themes yourself. So if you'd rather have theme B instead of theme A, leave it on theme B. Or my personal favorite, if you drop down here to theme D, you will see these little Tron looking like cubes in there, and I don't know why, I just like that because it makes me feel like I'm living in the future, and with all the technology in the convenience, you're gonna feel that exact same way. Another phenomenal thing, and I harp on this every single time. I think it's because my car doesn't have it personally. I love the fact that when you opt to get the convenience package, you are also getting dual zone climate control. So as a driver, if you want to cool down your side, you can go ahead and cool it right down. And as a passenger, if you want to go ahead and warm up your side, you can go ahead and warm it right up. And neither of you have to suffer because both of you are actually sitting pretty in the temperature that you selected. Love that. Now, you know in the SEL, I told you you have BlueLink. Well, this one does too, but it has something else that is integrated into the BlueLink, and that is Hyundai's digital key. And I'm just gonna tell you, I had a customer who came in looking to buy a G70 for his son, and then I showed him the key. He's like, oh, this has a key? Well, I have a $70,000 BMW X6M and my phone is my key. Well, guess what? Now you don't have to go ahead and spend $70,000 because with Hyundai's digital key, if you have an Android powered phone, you can actually have your phone be the actual key. So you could go ahead and just come up, push a button and unlock the car and start it and drive it all through the power of your phone. And the best part is that you can actually share it. So if you have people from out of town and you don't want them to go ahead and rent a car, just share your digital key to their phone so that way they can use their phone to drive your car. That is so smart and something that is new for the 21 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL with the convenience package. Do you see why no matter how much popularity I gain, I'm still selling the crap out of these cars? They are absolutely amazing and packed with the coolest features known to exist, not just on Highline cars, but now they're being integrated into cars that are achievable for the normal people like you and myself. But let's say the convenience package still isn't cutting it for you. Well, only one more place left to go, and that is to the premium package. And that, everybody, is the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe with the premium package. And let me just take a moment to say, I love this Hampton gray color. It is the first time I've ever seen this color on the Santa Fe body style, and I am a huge fan. And another nice thing that I'm a fan of is that you can tell that it's the premium just by looking in one spot. All you got to do is look at the roof, and if it has this glass on the top, that means it's the premium, because the premium is the first model to bring the panoramic sunroof. And if you think it looks good on the outside, go ahead and dive in and take a look at it from the inside, because all seating positions have a clear sky view of everything right above you, which is absolutely magic. Now, the Santa Fe Premium isn't just magic to look at or look through, it is magic to sit in as well, because it is the first level to go ahead and bring leather wrapped seats. It doesn't matter if you're driving, you call it shotgun, or if you're in the second row back there. Yes, you will be enjoying the leather comfort that you have come to expect in the premium models. And another premium thing about the premium package is the premium sound, because it is the first level to include the Harman Kardon Premium surround sound audio. And I know I said it a lot, but that's just to emphasize how good this sound system really is. Head down to your local dealership, and if you're in Orlando, come down and see me, and me and you could listen to it together. And another great thing is that it's also the first level to bring the 10.25-inch touchscreen display. So that way, if your phone dies and you're in a strange part of town that you've never been in before, don't worry, you have factory navigation now to help back you up. And there's a few more secrets. Now, talking about that touchscreen, if you go ahead and swipe right, you will see an entire menu filled with options, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about two. One is quiet mode. So let's say you're going ahead and driving to pick up the kids and you are really vibing to the music going on, but when you pick them up, you have to go ahead and turn down the radio. Well, now with quiet mode, all you gotta do is press one button. It turns off the speakers in the back and turns down the speakers up front, so that way everything is nice and peaceful. And then when you're ready to go ahead and vibe again, just go ahead, turn off quiet mode, and you are jamming. Now, that was still on the 2020 versions, but a new feature for 2021 is passenger talk. So if you're driving down the road and don't want to turn your entire body around to talk to the people in the back, all you have to do is come over here, push quiet mode, and then the best thing is that, check this out. Your voice is projected to the back. You can hear that, right? That way you can go ahead and start communicating, never having to take your focus off of the front of the car, because that is not really that smart, especially at highway speeds. But now in the 2021 Santa Fe, you now have an intercom system just like you did in the Palisade, so that way you could be as safe and techie as possible. And so guys, these have been the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe SELs. And no, I didn't talk about every single little detail on the car because it would take way too long and I'm too far for that. But if you like these videos, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. That way you and I can keep on growing the channel big and strong. And tell me, what else would you like to see in the comments below? So my name has been Guy, your car guy, and this has been Breakdown. So until next time, let's go ahead and break it down. Live in Orlando and are looking for one of these or any other Hyundai, go ahead, click that first link in the description below. That's just sick. Blah blah blah. Motorcycles. Better. Of this little lower part of the bumper with these little enhancement mixing it sit into, because it is the first level to go ahead and bring the leather wrap seat. But the Santa Fe SEL specifically, because another freaking motorcycle. It's the same guy. It's the same freaking guy. Does he just learn it? I don't know.